Welcome to the Beehive. Today is Tuesday, October 28th, 2014.
My name is Jemiah Mitchell.
And my name is Arya Johnson.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Juega a la bandera de los Estados Unidos y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios, inocente, justa y para todos.
Please repeat your Beecher Hill student affirmation after me. I'm a knowledgeable Beecher Hill student.
I'm a knowledgeable Beecher Hill student.
I learn and grow in the Beecher way.
I learn and grow in the Beecher way.
I cooperate, focus, and complete all tasks.
I cooperate, focus, and complete all tasks.
I'm committed, present, and on time every day.
I'm committed, present, and on time every day.
I'm respectful to my fellow students and all adults in charge.
I'm respectful to my fellow students and all adults in charge.
I dress for success. I wear my uniform every day.
I dress for success. I wear my uniform every day.
I learn and grow the Beecher way every day because
I learn and grow in the Beecher way every day because
my goal is to contribute to the school, my community, and the world.
My goal is to contribute to the school, my community, and the world. Our student profile for October is Inquirer. The attitudes are confidence, creativity, and curiosity. Now for the weather with Jemiah Mitchell.
The weather for today will be sunny with a high of 76 and a low of 56.
We celebrate Black History 24/7. On this day, in 1951, the National Black Harbor Council was founded.
Birthdays in the Beehive today are Mario West and Charlie Campbell. Happy birthday!
Attention students, attention Beecher Bees. We collect box tops all year long. Don't forget to keep clipping and turning in those box tops and help us meet our goal for October.
Elections are today. Make your vote. Count as you decide who will represent you in SGA.
Do you have what it takes to design the cover of this year's yearbook? Time is running out. Turn in your designs today to Miss Stargell. Make sure your drawing is on a plain sheet of white paper. Please pause for this special breast cancer awareness announcement.
Good morning, Beecher Bees. My name is Jordan Brown. I'm the president of Beta Club.
My name is Jemiah Mitchell. I'm the secretary of the Beta Club.
My name is Jamil Muhammad. I'm the vice president of Beta Club.
My name is Jasmine Tura, and I am the treasurer of the Beta Club.
Please help support breast cancer this October. We will be selling items starting at only 25 cents. All proceeds will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Please help support breast cancer. Wear pink on purpose.
Lunch in the Beehive today will be vegetable soup with grilled cheese sandwiches, chicken rings, tuna salad plate with crackers, steamed broccoli, whole wheat rolls, diced pineapples.
Please pause for a special message from our principal.
Good morning and welcome to another terrific Tuesday with Mrs. Jones. Once again, this is our last week. Our attitude for this week is Inquirer. This is our last week with Inquirer. And so our last book is going to be Curious George Visits the Library. Let's see who the Inquirer is in this story and what makes him an Inquirer. This is George. See George? See him right here? Yeah. He was a good little monkey, and he always was very curious. That's a trait of someone who is an inquirer. They are curious and they want to know. Today, George and his friend, the man with the yellow hat, went to the library. I hope all of you have your library cards and visit the public library. Not just the Library of Beecher, Because I know we're all inquirers, right? That's where you go to find information. George had never been to the library before. He had never seen so many books before either. Everywhere he looked, people were reading. But in the children's room, the librarian was reading out loud. So in this part of the library, people were reading to themselves. But in the children's room, the librarian was reading out loud to the children. It was story hour. George loved stories. He sat down with a group of children to listen. Behind the librarian was a book about a dinosaur. So the librarian's here, and behind her is a book about a dinosaur. George is sitting and listening, but I think George is also looking behind the librarian at that book with the dinosaur. George tried to sit quietly and wait for the dinosaur book to be read. But sometimes it's hard for a little monkey to be patient. Sounds like some little boys and girls that I know. When the librarian started a story about jungle animals, George could not wait any longer. He had to see the dinosaur book, so he tiptoed closer. "But there's a monkey," said a boy. The librarian nodded. She agreed. So she wasn't really paying attention. And curious George, the monkey who was the inquirer, inquiring about that dinosaur book, he went ahead and got it. When she finished reading the jungle story, the librarian reached for the dinosaur book. Where did he go? And where was George? George was all ready to take the dinosaur book home and read it with his friend when another book caught his eye. This was a book about trucks. George wanted to take it home, too. And here was a book about elephants. George loved elephants. He added it to the pile. So George wanted a book about dinosaurs. He wanted a book about elephants. He wanted a book about trucks. He was really inquiring about a lot of things. George found so many good books, he soon had more than he could carry. He leaned against the shelf to rest. Squeak went the shelf. Shh, said a man. What luck! Now George could carry all the books he wanted. He rolled the cart between the shelves and stacked up the books about boats and kites and baking cakes. He inquired about a lot of things. He climbed higher to reach books about cranes and planks. Now, do you think that that's a good idea for George to be climbing on top of that cart grabbing books? I wonder what's going to happen. Is he really going to check out all of those books? I don't think Miss Tharja will let us check out that many books. At last, George had all the books he could handle. He couldn't wait to head home and start reading, and right in front of him was a ramp leading to the door. George was curious. There's that word again. Could he roll the cart all the way home? So not only was he curious and inquiring about all of those things that he read books about, he was curious if he could really get that cart of books all the way to his house. Down the ramp George went. The cart rolled faster and faster. "Stop!" the library volunteer shouted. "Come back here with my cart." But George was too excited to listen. The cart was picking up speed, and George was having fun. It says George rolled down a ramp. I wonder why the cart was going faster. Think George was pushing it faster? Or was it something about that ramp that was making the cart go faster? Now I'm an inquirer. Until crash. How many of you knew that was going to happen? I did too. George and the cart ran smack into a shelf of encyclopedias. Books flew up in the air and so did George. He landed on the big pile right between O and P. Oh no, moaned the volunteer when he saw the mess George had made. How am I going to put away all these books? I'd like to borrow this one, said the boy from the story hour. And I'll take this one, said a girl. With help from George and the children, the books were stored in no time. Soon there was just a small pile of George's favorite books left. Would you like to take those books home with you? The volunteer asked George. Then he took George to a special desk and helped him get his very own library card. George was holding his brand new card when his friend arrived with a stack of books of his own. There you are, George, he said. I see you are all ready to check out. George and his friends gave their books to the librarian. She smiled when she saw George's pile. I was wondering where this dinosaur book went, she said. It's one of my favorites, too. The librarian stamped the books and handed them back to George. With his books under one arm, George waved goodbye to the volunteer, the librarian, the children from the story hour. Come see us again, George, the librarian said, waving back. Enjoy your books. And he did. The end. So boys and girls, remember, it's okay to be inquirer. It's okay to be curious and want to know things. But be aware of your surroundings and where you are, and make sure that you don't make any big messes and troubles trying to find the answer. Have a terrific Tuesday, and I'll see you next week, and we'll have a whole new attitude.
Word of the day, patriotic, meaning to love one's country. Patriotic. George Washington showed he was patriotic by fighting for his country. Patriotic. Patriotic. Patriotic.
This week is Red Ribbon Week.
Let's celebrate being drug-free. Please repeat after us. I pledge to stay in school and learn the things that I need to know.
I pledge to stay in school and learn the things I need to know.
I pledge to make the world a better place for kids like me to grow.
I pledge to make the world a better place for kids like me to grow.
I pledge to keep my dreams alive and be all that I can be.
I pledge to keep my dreams alive and to be all that I can be.
I pledge to help others and to keep myself drug-free.
I pledge to help others and to keep myself drug-free. Please wear your red ribbon every day.
Tomorrow, we will put a cap on drugs. So wear your favorite cap or hat. You still need to wear your school uniform.
Joke of the day. Hey Zaria, what will you get if you crossed a small bear and a cow?
I don't know. What?
Winnie the Mooh.
This
concludes our morning announcements. Have a terrific Tuesday.